Okay, we're live. So tell us what this is.
I don't know. No.
Okay. We have a food drive happening. And this is the food. And we're going to go look at all the people. Say hello.
Howdy.
So who can tell us about this food drive?
Oh, it's a food drive that's with the Thomas Firm, Karate, and also Sunshine Community Resource Organization that we do every year to provide services as well for our community within the Long Beach, California area.
Oh, wow. Very cool. And so these are all volunteers?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, got it.
You guys are all volunteers here?
Yes.
Perfect.
I'm actually Emmanuel Thomas.
Oh, okay. How are you? Michael Carlin.
Marco, good to meet you.
Good to meet you. I'm here with Joe Collins.
Oh, excellent. Really
Yeah.
appreciate your donations and your time.
Hey, not a problem. Happy to be here.
Thank you so much.
A lot of people lined up, I see.
Yes, we would love to get it started.
That's fantastic. Take care. Thank you. So it looks like this is set up pretty organized. We have food bags here. And then we got a check-in station here. There's another check-in station over there. And there's tickets that are being given out. Okay. So how does this work? They give out, you guys give out tickets and then,
They give out tickets over.
okay. Perfect.
Right down here.
Okay. Perfect.
This is sanitizer and mask.
Okay, you guys are the sanitizer mask people. All right. Thank you. Look at, absolutely. You guys are live. Is there something you want to say? You want to say hello to somebody? All right. Look at these cars.
Come on, see back. Don't let your second back to think. It's okay. Be all right. Come on,
Good.
Terry and Liliana. One more for Terry and Liliana there. Okay. That's a while. You're coming.
We're going to secure that together.
Okay.
You gotta move her car.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It was her that came out the house saying it? Okay. Y'all ready? All right. Let Lillian
Good.
move her car. Okay.
Got it.
All right, bye. Give me love, give me love, give me love, give me love. All right, girl, there. Okay, I'll see you at work. I'll see you at work. All right, she's moving right now. Oh, it's a beauty salon. Oh, okay.
They're not playing with it.
Look at this car. Just beautiful.
Holiday, can you please help him with the bags, if you don't mind, inside the truck, if you don't mind?
Okay, looks like they're starting to give out tickets. What happens is these people show up over here with a car and a ticket, so it's highly organized.
Thank you, baby. God bless you too.
What's happening? Everything's coned off. All right. Quite a few people lined up already. The line goes around the block, and here they come. Anything you want to say?
Hey everybody, we out here. Luke Walker and the family law firm in Long Beach, and we're about to do a lot of great things for the community.
Perfect. I'm giving away food, right?
Yeah, we're going to go
Okay, yes, 10 o'clock.
A lot of people.
through. Yeah, a lot of
Okay, so can somebody stay with her here? Can you stay with her here, please, if you don't mind? Passing out one ticket per car and then go from there. I didn't know that.
Perfect. A lot of people don't have those $1,200 checks, right?
Even if they did, we're in California. How long is that? You know,
Yeah.
what checks are gone?
Yeah, $1,200 check doesn't go very far out here.
If it was Alabama or Texas,
All right,
you know,
then.
we'd be
Let me
living
go.
there. That's
Don't
kind of
forget her.
You're like, what, three tanks of gas and you have no more money.
Exactly. At least gas is down now. What's happening?
How you doing?
Good.
Yeah, good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to be seen. It's good to be out here.
Oh man.
Beautiful out. So you're an important man. You're the man with the tickets. Nice.
Thank you so much. Oh my God.
So this is Joe Collins. He's running for Congress against Maxine Waters in the 43rd District. And he has a real shot at winning. Everybody's going to get the word out. It's time for some new people to come in and time for some good things to happen in that district. I was out shooting in that district the other day. Lots of homelessness, lots of people living in their RVs. I've got all kinds of footage of that. So it'd be nice to actually see some positive things happen. She's been in that district since 1992, 19 years in that district, 19 terms in that district, 38 years. And there are places that were involved in the Watts riot that have never been rebuilt. And so that's a stark contrast to what we're seeing as images in America. And my recent trip to Minnesota, seeing all of those buildings when they were actually on fire and burning. I was there to personally witness it with congressional candidate Joe Collins. And he was there with a message that, you know, rebuilding is not so easy. It's easy to tear things down, it's easy to burn things up, but these are businesses that take a lifetime to build and only minutes to destroy. And when we take a survey of the area in Watts, some of those street corners that used to have vibrant businesses no longer have those businesses because they got burned down in the riot and they never got rebuilt. And you know, it's good that people are out here doing good things like this, giving food out in a food drive, and especially right now with COVID and so many people actually are hurting. So, yeah, it's a very good thing. You want to talk about Minnesota?
Not right now.
Okay.
This is my opportunity to decompress. Like Minnesota was stressful, and then
It
even
was.
coming back and having to deal with everything we dealt with since we got back, that was stressful too. So now it's an opportunity to relax and get back to the community. We can talk about it tomorrow, though.
Okay.
Talk about it tomorrow.
I'm so stressed out from materials.
Oh yeah.
I'm traumatized, man.
You got PTSD.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, once I saw that those tear canisters go up in the air on the bridge, I'm done. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
At least you didn't get arrested.
Huh?
Yes, at least you didn't get arrested.
Exactly.
I'm still pissed off about that. I gotta go back out there and go to court.
You should. You should make that a big media spectacle.
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
Yeah, dude. So
Well.
the rumor is, it's on Twitter, it's trending. Hell Angels and the Mongols are heading out to Seattle. Yeah. So, yeah.
They probably got guns with no bullets in it. You know what I'm saying?
The nation of Chaz is, I mean,
That's what they call it.
that's what they call it,
It's
Chaz.
called Capitol Hill Automation Zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chaz.
One of the guys that trolls, like, he does all these posters and signs. Remember when the whole Sanctuary City came about? This guy put, like, Sanctuary State leaving Las Vegas. He put, like, a big sign on it. He put up a sign that says, welcome to something, the whole chat thing. But he put it up like an actual sign. It looks legit. They got the ladder, he's all covered up. Hey, what are you doing? Get down from there. Get down. And he just kept nailing away and he walked away.
Does he know he's going to jail for a long time?
Huh?
Does he know he's going to jail for a long time?
Who, that guy? I don't know. He was there. He was doing that last night. You know who he is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he did it in his Instagram. It's like fraction something. I couldn't find him. But,
Oh, he got banned.
is that what it was? Life Matters. Drew, he was filming him doing it and he posted it. I'm like, you want to come help me film it? Nope.
What you gentlemen doing?
What's happening? So, for all y'all that that just heard these guys talking about it, we were in Minnesota and we were in the middle of the thick of it, and I was in between the protesters and the police filming, and got a little documentary that I'm working on cutting right now, and want to get that released as quickly as I can. So just tightening up the last 15 minutes of it, but it's really something. It was quite an experience to be there, and you know, I'm just one of the very few that didn't get arrested there that day, and really don't really understand all the reasons why, but happy that I wasn't one of the ones that was arrested. But there were many that were. Look at these beautiful cars that we have here. And then check this out. On the back of this car, let's see what we got. No weight, often intimidated, never duplicated, imitated, often imitated, wounded warriors. We're gonna ride low-key TV, and the most important thing of all, here it is. There it is. Look at this. At a time when, you know, the country's going through a lot, we got a beautiful flag. Nice.
See, this man out here, he got these boots to concrete. That's the best way to make the connection with people, okay? Don't sit behind the desk. Come on out here. Thank you, Mr. Thank you, sir.
This is car right here.
That's beautiful. He tried to give me the keys. It was like, no, we're good. We're good. But look at this. Isn't that a beautiful sight right there on the top of that? Nice big American flag.
It's weathered too, so you know it's
Yeah.
winter places.
You know it's not a new one. This is not brand new. So here we are. You can see that the food giving has started.
You want to be down there with me?
I'll be wherever you want me to be.
Okay, okay, come on. So we can.
Got the giving happening.
No, she doesn't want a picture taken, please. She doesn't want a picture taken.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good one. Thanks for coming. This is how I do it at the end. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Bye bye. I'm used to this. Always in cabinets waiting for my hand on curl like this.
Fighting the light.
I don't know what happened to my little machine for my camera. I'm like, okay. So I want to make sure. I really want to go back. But this one, I just came on with my family. This is good. Bye. Thank you. You're welcome. Oh no, yeah, that's what we're supposed to be in, the shade. Who you? What else we got to do that?
I got another one of these.
Oh, okay. Well, if you need our help with anything, just let me know. You know what I mean? Definitely let me know. I appreciate everything you've done. You know, everything. You're welcome. Thank you.
Go shoot some more bags.
Yeah.
I need some more of that. So, anybody want to talk about Tupac on this channel? Hey,
Well,
I'm
my
happy
friends
to
are
do
really
it.
interested.
Really?
Really interested.
Yeah.
I want to do like a conference call and have them just ask questions.
Hey, man, I'm into it. I don't do that for many people, but I do it for you.
All right. Appreciate that.
But definitely, we want to talk about Tupac a little bit on this because,
Because I was in that era where we grew up with that music, you know. So
well, and if Tupac were alive, he'd be out doing this right now.
Oh, good, her. Give it to her. All right, have a good one.
All right. Tupac 100% would be out doing this right now, were he still alive. He'd be in the thick of this. He'd be handing out food. He'd be helping people. %.
Doing good, young man. Doing good. Right, bye-bye.
Let's see what else we got in here. Oh, look at this. We got all those squeeze pops in there. There's all kinds of stuff in here. Very nice.
Nice picture. Everyone ready?
Donisha, where's she at?
She's in the front waving the traffic in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. Kill it. Yeah, you gotta be quick. You gotta be quick on that finger. Hurry up.
So how long you been doing this?
This is our first annual.
Okay.
I really appreciate it. So again, we teamed up with Sunshine, and the Thomas Firm teamed up with Sunshine. It was our first year doing it, so we're going to do it annually. We teamed up with Sunshine for our Christmas toy giveaway, and that was very successful. A lot of people came out. We had KDY coming to support, so we're just looking forward to doing this and giving back to the community due to this pandemic. People are suffering. People lost their jobs, so we want to just do our part, give back. We've been blessed. We want to bless the community.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank
We
you.
really appreciate you coming out.
Oh, yes, no problem. Yeah.
One more time?
Yeah.
Oh, we don't. You about to fall asleep, huh?
No.
Okay. These guys are out working hard. Look at this, filling up these bags.
Huh? We need to start grabbing some.
They give a ticket out.
Yeah, I just thought about that.
Ticket goes into that way it's all organized. You don't have a free-for-all. I've heard stories about the death row giveaways and how it was like a near riot because it wasn't organized like this. There weren't tickets. It was just like a bunch of turkeys and a truck, and people just mobbed it. And so this is definitely the way to do it. Definitely the way to do it. So look what these guys are doing. They're all volunteers. They're all spending their time giving things to people that need it.
Yeah. Yogurt. You like yogurt? Hold on, there's some meat coming too. Grab one of these. Oh, we got
There we go.
we got some meat coming, man. What about these boxes?
The one.
So inside these boxes are there's some ice cream, then there's a bunch of staples, and then they've also got meat that they're giving out. So it's at a time when people are struggling, people are hurting, people need help, and so look at these people. They're all out here. They're all out here donating their time. And there are people that are donating this food to give to the people. So let's talk a little bit about Tupac. Why not? Because he would be here right now, for sure. 100% he would be here. He would be on the front line giving. There was that activist side to him, and it kind of got him into trouble. And once he got labeled a cop killer, the mark was on him. Because right now we see a lot of police brutality. And, you know, defunding the police, probably not the answer. Abolishing the police, probably not the answer. Wow. Hey, check this out. Hey, we have to celebrate this. You're 105.
Yep.
105
Yes.
years old.
Wave, Miss B.
So tell us about your birthday.
Yeah, here. He want to talk to you.
What was happening 105 years ago? 100.
105 years ago. Tell him you. Say I came into the world.
105 years ago was before World War I, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
She said a lot.
Okay. You want to tell us something? Wisdom about what you've learned in life.
Sit.
What have you learned in life, wisdom-wise?
Come on, man.
What have you learned in life, wisdom-wise?
What do you want to tell the kids?
What do you want to tell the kids of this generation?
Nothing.
What do you think is important for them to know?
Well said. Well said.
That's true.
Well, congratulations.
Well, thank Ola B. Walker.
Ola B. Walker.
And she
Okay.
was born April the 9th, 1915.
April the 9th, 1915. Wow.
Correct.
Wow. Yeah, that was before World War One.
Yeah.
Yep. She's
Yeah.
seen a lot of history.
Yeah.
Lots.
Now, okay? I'm going to propose before she leaves. I'm going to make a proposal. Okay, y'all leave her alone, okay?
Okay.
I'm next in line, my application.
Okay, you got it. Tell us about yourself, brother.
I'm the founder of a special life.
Okay, a car club.
You know, it's a brotherhood, really. And we solely book for the school, churches, and districts. All we want to do is give back. We don't want nothing in return. We put a smile on somebody's face or make somebody's day turn a little bit brighter, okay?
Perfect. You have a card?
Absolutely.
What, can I get a card from you? I'm making a film right now that I could probably use your services.
Absolutely.
Bye-bye. Bye, great
It's about the origins of Pyru.
grandma.
Come anytime. We go all over. We go all over.
Okay.
We're going to another event after this, and we're going to work tomorrow.
Okay.
Everything in the back. Okay?
Perfect. I'll be in touch with you. I'm Michael.
My pleasure, Michael. Lewis.
Pleasure.
Okay.
Pleasure to meet you.
Come on, darling.
Uh-oh. All right, got some drama here. Somebody tried to come around twice, and that's not how this works. That's why there's tickets and there's rules and there's order. And you know, we don't let people come twice. So that's a good thing. So back to the whole Tupac thing, because I'm going to give you guys some pearls of wisdom today. When you look at the cover-up of the Tupac Shakur and Biggie Smalls murders, the cover-up includes all people who have ties to the LAPD or other police operations, but mostly LAPD. I mean, clearly Reggie was a Compton police officer, and his father was a Compton police officer and a sheriff. And those guys were knee-deep in this. Those guys were knee-deep in this. But if you look at the cover-up, and it's pretty easy to see, you know, one guy who's part of the cover-up, his father was an LAPD. You got other people, ties to LAPD. Greg Kading, former LAPD cop. And so the LAPD does not want it out that these guys were involved in this. And I was just in Minnesota. I'm going to give you a little bit of a teaser so that you guys will understand that, you know, we know what's up. There are intelligence operations inside of these police departments. And I experienced that when I was in Minnesota. And they tried to run a psychological operation on us. And because I've been around this so long, I recognized it, I knew what was happening, and I videotaped it. And that's going to come out in this new movie that's probably going to be released sometime this week, I hope. I mean, it's not, this movie is not, you know, it's taken its time to get edited, but, you know, I had 40, 50 hours of footage that I shot when I was in Minnesota, and trying to pare that down to a movie somebody will actually sit through is not such an easy thing. But there was an intelligence operation, and I recognized it because of the Tupac and Biggie murder investigation. And so you're going to see that in this movie. You're going to see how it happens. And so, you know, I'm not a believer in defunding the police. I'm not a believer in abolishing the police. But I am a believer in reforming the police and reforming the justice system, because that's what needs to happen. And we need candidates like Joe Collins to run for office and to be a part of changing these laws. You know, these secret grand juries that nobody knows anything about, that decide to indict or not to indict. Now, one thing I would just say to you, there's 6 inmates sitting in prison right now, put away by corrupt cops. 2 of those cops have taken plea deals for drug trafficking and money laundering, and nobody's ever looked at their cases. And so that's the kind of thing that we need to start looking at and paying attention to, because not only were killer cops taking the lives of young men, but you also have these same killer cops lying, planting evidence, false testimony, perjuring themselves on a witness stand. They think nothing of perjuring themselves on a witness stand. The bad ones. The good ones, like Russell Poole, he would never do that. And, you know, just before Russell's death, I was down in Palm Springs staying with Russell, and we were going over all of the case files together. And I asked him, I said, hey, Russell, don't you worry that, you know, you've put all these guys away, you've solved all these murders, you've got all these guys behind bars. Aren't you worried that some of those guys are going to get out and want to come kill you as retribution? He said, you know, I'm not worried at all. And why was he not worried? He wasn't worried because he was the one who, when everything was done, he would turn off the tape recorder and he would sit with them and say, look, I got you fair and square, and there's no hard feelings. I'm doing my job, you're doing your job. And, you know, now they'd shake their hand, he'd say, I wish you nothing but the best, and I just want to make sure there's no hard feelings. And he said, invariably, each of these people would say to him, no, there's no hard feelings, and you were just doing your job as a cop, I was just doing my job as a criminal, and there is no animosity here. And so these are the kind of police that we need to support. We need to support officer friendly, you know, the good guys, the people that don't manufacture evidence, the people that don't plant things that, you know, that's who we need to support. And we need to support candidates like Joe Collins. Joe Collins is running for the 43rd District, and he needs everybody's support. He's running against Maxine Waters. She's a career politician. She's been in office. She did some great things when she was young. She was the one that helped out with showing that the CIA had put drugs out on the streets of America. She wrote the foreword for Gary Webb's book. But then she became part of the establishment. And so we need to ask her politely to leave. And the most polite way to do it is at the ballot box. And so everybody that knows people in the 43rd District of Los Angeles, you guys need to get out the vote and get people out if you really want change. Because change is only going to happen if we are able to vote these people out of office, vote people like Joe Collins into office, who is going to change the laws. Because you only have a representative if they actually are for you. And unfortunately, there's too many votes that happen where, you know, you vote somebody into office, and the minute they're in office, they start serving corporate masters, they start serving the elite, and they don't serve the people. And we need to vote people into office that serve the people.
You put them on video. See that red light? Now you gotta turn it on.
Okay, well, I'm going to end the stream here.
Okay, turn it on.
Thank you. Thank you all for listening.